Unless y'all can tell me I'm tripping, but in my opinion, Modern Warfare 3 is undoubtedly top 2 CODs we've had since NW19. In this whole site canceling era, this is undoubtedly a top 2 COD we've had in the last 5 years.
Shit on! Oh my god.
What's good, YouTube? It's NoWayJeric, and I'm back with another NW3 vid. Now, I know you're gonna be like, bro, why are you playing this old game? We're on Black Ops 6, you're making old videos. Bro, this is like gonna be like a reminisce, a look back on, in my opinion, as I heard from the intro, I think Modern Warfare 3 is either number 1 best COD ever, or top 2 COD or not ever. That sounds crazy. No, not ever. A top 2 COD we had in the last five to 6 years since NW19, or maybe, in my opinion, I think it's the best multiplayer competitive COD we've had in the last, since 2019 basically. But before you get into that, hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate all the love and support y'all been showing me these last few vids. I made my Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or my Facebook and Twitter now, so I'm gonna be on there posting my videos if y'all want to check that out. TikTok, you already know. Instagram, I appreciate all the love and support as always, and I hope y'all boys have been taking it easy. Y'all already know my intro, blah blah blah. But yeah, today I'm talking about, I think that NW3 is the best, like I said, multiplayer competitive COD. Oh my god, bro, look at this. Oh my god. Sorry about that, but this is like my whole NW3 like competitive rank play montage, I guess. Like all diamond, crim, eerie lobbies. Like this is all these clips you're about to see, all rank play. So sorry if I just like outburst randomly looking at these clips, because like some of these clips I haven't seen in a while, and I made like a whole like compilation of them. And like, bro, y'all, some of these clips you're about to see is like insane. But now let me explain why I think that NW3 is the best COD we've had since NW19. I'm going to say this right now. I don't even think NW19 is one of the best CODs ever. And I know starting out the video like that, y'all going to probably be like, bro, what are you talking about? NW19, like, oh my God. Like, the main reason I think NW19 was super popular was because of Warzone, obviously, but like, it was COVID. COVID, like, what's the word? COVID birthed so many new casual gamers during that time into the space. And like, there was a point in time where like when I was growing up, like I'm 24. When I was growing up, and someone told me they were a gamer, like they usually played like Call of Duty, 2K, Madden, like shit like that. Like, but I wouldn't call them a casual back then, because I feel like gaming was still niche. Gaming really didn't turn like really popular until like, I guess, like Fortnite, when Fortnite came out, and then COVID, like I said, birthed so many new casual gamers. People bought PS4s, PCs, PS5s. Like, it was hard as hell to find PC parts back then. I don't have a PC, but I'm just saying, like, I know it was hard as hell trying to find PC parts on the market during COVID, because everybody was building PCs. Everybody was in the house all day. So I think with spawning all these new casual gamers into the space, Call of Duty being the #1 casual game maybe ever, and it's crazy because that's my favorite game ever, but I'm not a casual, that's a slur. Call of Duty is like my favorite franchise ever, and NW19, I feel like it was... Nah, NW19 to me, I'm sorry, bro, I'm gonna say this, that shit was ass. I'm sorry. Like I said, I know you're gonna get mad at that, starting the video off that NW19's ass. I don't think NW19 was that good. It had the quickest TTK, I think, of all time in COD. Maybe Ghost or NW2 had like a quicker on the same or as fast as the TTK was in NW19. NW19's TTK was so damn fast. You died in 2 bullets. You died in 2 seconds. You couldn't even see people sometimes dying in that game. The movement was fire. That IW like birthed a whole new movement, a whole new like era of people like that grew up in this slide canceling era. Like, I love slide canceling. I think NW19, like, I would say NW19 didn't make COD easier, but dynamic aim assist made it like recoil control and gun control easier on all these different type of guns. Because now I feel like, bro, back then, if you go back and play those old CODs, BO4, any COD before NW19, bro, all those games, it was so hard to shoot in them. I'm telling you, bro, you're gonna be whiffing shots. Go and look at IW champs, Infinite Warfare champs, competitive for the CDL, the CWL back then. Go and look at champs, like the biggest tournament of the year for Call of Duty. Go back and look at the games and how people were shooting, bro. You would think they're like in a pub lot. But I'm getting too far off track. I'm trying to say is, I think Modern Warfare 3, in terms of multiplayer, because I think the campaign for this game was ass. I didn't even play it. So y'all gonna be like, you didn't play it? I didn't play it because people said it was 3 hours long. It was horrible. And I was excited to play it too because Makarov is in this game, obviously. So The campaign we won't even speak about, I didn't even play, but I heard it was ass. I didn't play zombies. I didn't play that DMZ shit. I'm not a fan of DMC zombies. Oh, excuse me. I'm not a fan of any other zombies that isn't Treyarch, and I don't even play Treyarch zombies no more. So I'm not a fan of zombies at all. Strictly talking competitive wise, the maps, the game modes, the guns, the movement, the gunplay, every box you can check under for multiplayer, I think MW3 did a really good job, but they just fucking nailed it. And I think map-wise and competitive-wise, fucking nailed. When the game first came out, right, it was branded, or when the game was coming out, it was branded as we know, like NW2 remastered maps in this game. But it was gonna have it was gonna have side canceling in it. That's why so many people in the competitive scene were excited for NW3, because they were gonna add movement back. In the previous game in NW2, the game I think is horrible. It's better than NW19 maybe, but that game is also dog shit. That NW3 was branded as the game that was gonna have multiplayer remaster maps, so Karachi, Terminal, Skid Row. I'm trying to think of the top of my head. Scrapyard, if I like that map. That map's been in so many different CODs though. Why can't I think of maps right now for High Rise, like all the classic NW2 maps, and it was branded as like this game. But most people saw like between the lines and saw what like Activision and IW were going to promote, and it was basically like a $70 DLC for NW2, but it really wasn't that. And I think that's why so many people slept on this game, because it was a $70 premium DLC if you look at it that way. But if you actually play the game, it was actually a really good fundamental game. Like from its core gameplay, the movement, like I said, slide canceling, you couldn't long slide. It's not like BO6 Omni movement. You could jiggle, snake. And this was the first year too. If y'all know what stinking is in competitive, stinking is like when you crouch or you go prone, you go up and down. You can spend. You've played Warzone. Sorry about that. If you play Warzone multiplayer, you've probably had people snake you before, like behind a head glitch, behind some type of cover. It's basically like a disadvantage move to the other person that's fighting in that gunfight, because you can't see them. You just see their head popping up and down. Anyways, this was the first year where like that movement was like completely like gone, because all the pros came together and were like, yeah, nobody do this move, and if you do this move, we're gonna like what's the word? They were gonna blacklist like those players that did the move, and they did too. The punishment wasn't that severe though, but they were blacklist players who would snake. Anyways, though, NW3, like I said, from its core gameplay, fundamentally was like really good. It was the best I think we've had maybe since BO4, and BO4 came out in 2018. It was the best fundamentals gameplay we've had for multiplayer, with the guns, like I said, movement, maps. And the maps, when they first came out, I would say I wasn't too much of a fan of like playing like Terminal so much. Like if you play Terminal ranked, it was the worst map mode maybe ever. Like the hills in that, there was a Burger Hill, like y'all know where the Burger Town is, like there was a hard point hill in the Burger Town, bro. You can't even get in there to contest the damn hill. Like Terminal HP, Terminal S&D was like you go in the plane or you don't do anything. Like it was just so one-dimensional for Terminal. I would say Skid Row was better, but I wouldn't say Skid Row was a good map either. Skid Row, I had fun on it, but that there was another like unbreak. Like when NW3 first came out, Skid Row and Terminal were like two maps where like there was just there was nothing you can possibly do. Like the hill was unbreakable. Like, and that makes for like bad competitive gameplay, because like you shouldn't be having these unbreakable, like unstoppable hills that you can't like get any points in, because that just makes it like all the teams just play for that one hill. Anyways, I know I'm speaking Chinese to some of y'all. I'm sorry, but yeah, when NW3 first came out, I wasn't a fan of like all the NW2 remastered maps, because yeah, those maps are classics, but like those maps were made in 09. So like from a design standpoint, it was gonna be harder for Sledgehammer to put hardpoint hills into where a game that didn't have hardpoint back then, like, and make it viable for competitive, because yeah, there was headquarters, but headquarters and hardpoint are two different game modes. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think Sledgehammer kind of did their best trying to make like the maps viable for hardpoint, but like I said, Terminal and Skid Row, there were so many unbreakable hills, and it was like you just play for that one hill and you win the game basically. You know what I'm saying? You get like a full 60 off that. So I respect Sledgehammer for trying to make Terminal competitive, but yeah, we got that shit out after Major 1. Major 2, for some reason, Terminal S&D was still in the map pool. I don't know how, but some of those bum ass teams back then, I'm not gonna say their names, but some of those bum ass teams wanted that map still in the game. Anyways, though, I think when this game really took off was like around March, April into the game. So like maybe 4 or 5 months into the life cycle. I know Major 2, Sledgehammer added. Why am I blanking? Rio. Sledgehammer added Rio, and if y'all never played Rio, Rio is like one of the most like bang out, just head bash maps we've ever had in competitive, and even had multiplayer. It's like it's traditional 3 lanes, but all the lanes are pretty like small and compact. So like the one like lane that's big, it's like for ARs, and that's like the lane with like the catwalk and the steps leading up, and like the hill under the catwalk. That hill is more for ARs, but I would definitely, oh my god, I would definitely say that MW3 or Rio was definitely a sub map made for subs, and it played like it. It played like it too. Like it was so fast paced, it was so head bashy. Just bang the hill, bang, like just go out and run, and that's the type of gameplay I think is really good for competitive. Like NW2 was, I feel like you couldn't really like go out and run and get caught sprinting because you would just have like somebody just pre-aiming something, like somebody holding a crazy ass iron that you can't get through. That doesn't make for like the best gameplay and the most fun to watch, in my opinion. So NW3 too, from a watch standpoint too, was amazing. Like the whole season. If y'all haven't seen my TikTok, I'm not trying to be biased, but I'm an Optic fan. So like Optic winning champs was like the best moment of the year to me last year. Like that was so emotional. Like I cried. Like I'm going on a whole tangent, but shout out to Optic. That's my team. Like you already know we're gonna win this shit too this year. But anyways, I was just like really happy that they won, and like that was just a big moment for COD too. Like one of the best clips of all time. If you've never seen Optic 2024 win champs, you gotta watch that shit right now. So like I said, the game started getting better around March, April. And then I think April season 3 came is when they added Vista and 6-star. This map right here that I'm playing on right now is Vista. Vista, beautiful. Not the best design-wise map, but it was better than a lot of the maps that they remastered for NW, from NW2 to NW3. This map was, like I said, head bashy, bang out. Like some of the spawns on this map for the hills were so damn close, so like you would just have subs just get out and run and just go crazy. Like I've had so many crazy ass clips on this map. Shout out Lunchtime, I played with him a couple times on this map, and like I'm not gonna lie, I have a crazy clip y'all gotta see on TikTok. Oh, it might be in this game actually. It's not in this game. It might be, I'm not sure. But Vista, another solid map, definitely better than any BO6 map. I'm taking Vista, not Hacienda, but I'm taking Vista over any BO6 map not named Hacienda. The BO6 maps do not, like, it doesn't come close to like what NW3 had. And the map that y'all saw previously that I was just playing on, that light blue map with the pool, that map is called 6-star, if you didn't know. 6-star, in my opinion, I'm not even joking when I say this. Like, I know I say some crazy shit, some outlandish shit sometimes. Like, it sounds crazy when you first hear it. I'm not even joking. I think NW3 6-star was one of the best maps we've ever had in Call of Duty history. I know, I preface our disclaimer like that sounds crazy, but I'm not joking. 6-star, if you ask any competitive player, if you ask anybody who was playing NW3 at that time, 6-star was so good. Traditional 3-lane maps. When Sledgehammer announced that they were bringing this map into the game, we already knew from like just the overhead view of the map, bro, this map was going to be amazing. It was going to be godlike. Sledgehammer came out and publicly said like this map drew inspiration from Raid. Raid, in my opinion, it might be the goated competitive map of all time. One of the goated maps of in general for multiplayer. Bro, when Sledgehammer said that, we were like, oh yeah, it's definitely going to be in the map pool. And the pros didn't even have to like test it out that much for them to actually put it in the map pool. The thing is though, when 6-star first released back in like March, April, like I said, it had some issues with the hills. Some hills were like placed. There was it the P4 or the P5 that was like placed into the pool? I don't remember which hill was like placed into the pool, but there was the 6-star actually only has 4 hills because the map isn't like that big. But it's like it's the best hill. It's the best map that has 4 hills. Like undoubtedly, like maps shouldn't even have 4 hills, but like that map for some reason just works so damn perfect with 4 hills. I don't know why. I got shit on this map too, by the way. But I think going into that map, like then designing it that way, like worked out perfectly because, like I said, 6-star works so damn good with 4 hills. Like it is so like refined. I'm telling you, like that map. Like when you're saying you're drawing inspiration from Raid, like I knew your map was gonna be a banger. And 6-star, like I said, probably the best map we've had. I'm not gonna count Raid because Raid it's like a remake from Black Ops 2 and Cold War. I would say it's gonna sound more crazy. I'm gonna say it. I think 6-star might be the best map we've ever had since like BO4. Like 6. That's what I'm saying. Like this is why I want to make this video too. Like NW3 was so like it was so damn good, so refined, so just crafted well for competitive and multiplayer. Like even like I'm saying this for competitive too, but like pubs in this game was really fun. I'm not a guy who plays pubs a lot in COD because like obviously I started making rank play videos on this channel. I enjoy playing rank play out of any like mode, you know what I'm saying? So even for pubs, like 6-star was still a viable and great map. 6-star, like I said, real 6-star, Vista, like, and then on top of that we have maps like Karachi. Shout out to NW2, like IW. Karachi still holds to the still holds the test of time. Like it still holds up really well. Like in 2024, this is 2024, 2023. Like Karachi still holds up really good. Like I was surprised. Like the hills worked. S&D was I was horrible at S&D Karachi, but it worked. Control was worked. Like bro, Karachi worked for 3 game modes. Like that's pretty insane if you think about it. Like not a lot of maps for any game worked for all 3 modes, but Karachi, a map that came out almost 20 years ago, still worked for all 3 game modes. So I just gave y'all 4 maps, 4 good maps. 2 of them I think are amazing. One I think it's a classic, the best map we've had in years. Like what else do you need? You got good gameplay. I would say the best gameplay we've had in the CDO, or not in the CDO, the best gameplay we've had in any COD since BO4. The best maps. I give you 4 good maps. The best, I would say, the meta, that's one thing I should touch on too. The meta was interesting in NW3 because a lot of people, when NW3 first dropped, the MCW was by far the best gun in the game. It was a 4-bullet. When you have a gun that can 4-bullet, an AR that can 4-bullet, you're going to have 4 ARs on the map. So NW3 started off like maps like Subbase too. I forgot to touch on Subbase. I don't like Subbase. That shit's ass. I never liked that shit when I was a kid. I never liked that map. Anyways, maps like Subbase and even Karachi, you would see 3-4 ARs on the map. Because the MCW, like I said, was insane. It was a 4-bullet without a headshot. The last update, the last major update they added for the guns, like for the MCW, it made the gun a 4-bullet with a headshot. You have to get a headshot to 4-bullet. Excuse me, sorry, it's in the morning. And then the rifle, I don't even think got touched. I might be tripping. Comment down below if y'all remember if the rifle even got touched. But I feel like the rifle was always really good. The rifle was actually kind of insane. I don't think the rifle ever got like touched for real in W3. Like the rifle was like pretty insane, and especially if you're playing BO6 right now compared to the Jackal, bro. The rifle was like I was cross mapping people on the rifle. If y'all remember playing high-rise control, and you spawn on defense in that the little elevator room, and you go out, bro, I would map people across from the other window, like that office building they have on their spawn for attack. I was cross mapping people with that gun, submachine gun cross mapping. Like the rifle was low key OPSL, and of course subs back then were like, nah, that shit's not. No, the rifle was insane. That gun should not be able to do that, bro. So to conclude, I think the gun meta was also really good too. I like. This might sound crazy, but like I love NW3 to death. Like I think NW3 is actually a good COD. I think it's one of the best CODs we've had in years. And I think if you look down, if I was throwing every COD, right, if I was to put CODs in tiers, I would say like there's no way you can have NW3 like all the reasons I just listed off. I don't think you can have NW3 lower than B tier. I'm sorry, I don't think you can have it in C and call it average. Like this was a good game in my opinion. I think this was a really good game. I think it's better than BO6. I think it's better than NW19. I think it's better than Cold War. Even though Cold War all around game probably better, like story, zombies, multiplayer just as good. But I think like the game that I had more fun on, and I think the game that it's like better competitively is NW3. Cold War was good competitively, but like the AK-74U was like the best gun all year. Like it was no like back and forth between the Krig and the 74U. The 74U was godlike, and like I said, I'm not giving credit to Cold War that much because they had remastered maps in the game, like Standoff, Raid, Express. Like they didn't make those maps back then or in 2021. They made those maps in 2012 with BO2. So I'm not giving too much credit, and I know that sounds kind of hypocritical because like NW3 also had remastered maps in NW2, but NW3's original maps clear any original maps IW or Churg have made in all their games. I'm not even joking. Like I said, 6-star, Vista, Real. Like those 3 maps when they got added were like it changed the game. It changed the game forever, bro. And to end up the video, I'm gonna say this. I think, in my opinion, I think Sledgehammer actually makes good CODs. Like, I think starting from AW, people didn't like AW. I think AW was good because it had a high skill gap. It was such a drastic shift, such a drastic change to like this new jetpack movement, and people weren't ready to adjust from like playing Ghosts. Like, AW was actually like a decent game. And to add on to that, I think World War II was also like not the worst game ever. I think the campaign was amazing. I love the campaign for World War II. And competitive wise, ask any pro player, people love World War II. It was actually like a good, viable, solid Call of Duty competitive game. World War II was actually not as bad as people like to seem. Like the zombies was ass. I'll admit the zombies was ass. Multiplayer competitive campaign, it was actually pretty good. And then I would say Vanguard 2. Okay, Vanguard is ass. Vanguard, like, by no means is not on a level as NW3 or even like Cold War, even BO6. But I had hella fun playing Vanguard. Bocage on Vanguard, if y'all remember, bro, bang out. The biggest bang out map we've ever had, maybe in CDL history. Bocage, a bang out, bro. Vanguard, like the move. I used to think Vanguard was the fastest game, like boots game we've ever had. But I think it's the fastest game other than jetpack games. Like until BO6, I realized BO6 is actually you're on coke running around on this map or running around on that game. But Vanguard for sure, second fastest game we've ever had in Call of Duty history. Vanguard was you were on cranked, like cranked from Ghost. That was you 24/7 on Vanguard. Like you got around so quickly. I feel like Sledgehammer kind of laid out the formula for NW3 too, because like Vanguard was like, it refined the NW19 movement. It made it more fast. There were long sides in the game. I feel like they had the same gameplay, obviously, but I feel like Sledgehammer kind of they made it better in their own way. Like it was faster, but it still felt as smooth as NW19. Long sliding, the beat, the bunny hop. Oh my god! Can we bring back bunny hop in COD? Treyarch, can you bring back bunny hop in BO2, please, bro? We need B hopping back, bro. Warzone, ranked, I don't give a fuck. Please bring back B hopping, bro. But that's the end of my little look back on what I think is the best COD we've had in years. Like I said that so many times in this video, but I truly believe NW3 was the best COD we've had in a long time. But apart from that, hope you enjoyed the video. I appreciate all the love and support y'all been showing me. I really enjoyed the hell out of making this video. Like editing this was also, it took a long ass time because I was getting so many clips from like a year and a half of playing this game. But like recording this video and talking to y'all, like it was amazing. Like I love making this video. But like I said, hope you enjoyed the video. NoWayJeric, man. I'm gonna end the video here. I'm just gonna say if y'all want to watch the rest of this clip, I'm just gonna end the video here. I post on my TikTok, post my IG, Facebook, Twitter, all that. Go follow NoWayJeric down in the comments, down in the description. But like I said, hope you enjoyed the video. NoWayJeric, and y'all boys take it easy, man. Have a good day.